This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Crane, and my guest today is Tammy Wright from the Bur Oak Land Trust. Tammy, welcome.
Thank you.
We transition from summer into fall, but there is still a lot of time left for people to take advantage of activities on your various properties. Many of them around Johnson County, not all of them. But before we start talking about Family Fun Day and things like that, just remind me and everybody else what the purpose of the Land Trust is.
Right. We are a nonprofit land preservation organization. We own 11 properties in and around Johnson County that are open to the public for their enjoyment for berry picking, mushroom hunting, cross-country skiing, swimming, fishing, whatever your heart desires. And our challenge is to keep those properties free of invasive species and open to the public.
And people can actually donate land in the family, like farmland that they
Right.
don't want to farm anymore and they want to return to natural prairie state. That's probably a lot of work. How long does it take for something that's been cropland for a long, long time to revert back to natural state?
Well, we have one property that fits that description, and it's taken years, and it's still a work in progress, but we were able to restore prairie on that property, put a 5-acre pond in, a wetland, had a lot of different tree planting areas out there where we're trying to create habitat for the swallowtail butterfly, and just yeah, it's really an ongoing
So
job.
the answer is still working on it.
Right. And I think that goes for all of our properties. There's always work to do, and we're always looking for volunteers to help with those work days and events.
And you also have one of your biggest events of the year coming up, the Family Fun Day.
Yeah, we have two family days, one in the spring and one in the fall, and this one's coming up on Sunday, September 15th. It's a Sunday afternoon from 1 to 3. So it's not a lot of time, but it's great to introduce people to the property and let them know, kind of get acclimated, and they can obviously come early, stay late, or come back a different day because they're always open to the public. And that's at our Belgum Grove property, which is 3261 500th Street Southwest, so it's west of Hills. And it's a 40-acre parcel, has Dirty Face Creek running through. So we try to get the kids in the creek, do hayrack rides. We'll have raptors there so they can get up close and check out the birds. And it'll be either a turkey vulture or a barred owl or a great horned owl or a screech owl or a peregrine falcon. They're just fascinating to see up close and learn all about them and their habitat.
I imagine that seeing the raptors is a huge thing with the kids. But when you see kids kind of encountering nature, well, not for the first time, but possibly, nature in its most natural wild state, not their own backyard and things
Right.
like that. What are the kind of reactions that you see, especially from kids?
A lot of oohs and ahs and wows and it's fun for them to maybe get a little bit dirty once in a while and get away from the screens, get out and listen to the sights and or see the sights and hear the sounds of what Mother Nature has to offer, and even just standing still and listening to the water run through the creek over the rocks. Just things that I don't think a lot of kids these days hear, and it's good for their adults too, because a lot of time with our fast-paced world, we don't take time to really enjoy what's around us and experience what's around us, because we're always on to the next thing.
That's right. That's right. Everybody's lives are so programmed and overscheduled. This is a chance to slow down a little.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Anything else going on in the fall that you want to mention?
Yeah, we've got our Share the Profit with Ariza, which is located on Sturgis Corner Drive in Iowa City, and that's on Tuesday, September 17th from 5 to 9.
And explain what that is.
So it's an Asian restaurant, and from 5 to 9 on September 17th, when you go and dine there, they will share their profits with Bur Oak Land Trust. So we try to do a few of those. One a month is really what we try to do. Wednesday, October 16th, will be at Shorts East Side in Iowa City, also from 5 to 9. And again, they'll share their profits with us during that time. Our biggest fundraiser of the year is our Under a Cider Moon, a celebration of autumn event that's happening on Sunday, October 27th this year. We're just trying something new. We're doing it on a Sunday, opening the doors a little bit early. 3 o'clock, our doors will open. It's a really, really nice event. It's at the Celebration Barn, which is off of Sugar Bottom Road, not to be confused with the one on Highway 1, the Celebration Farm.
Right.
Yeah, so we're at the Celebration Barn, and it's a live and silent auction event with heavy hors d'oeuvres and local winery and brewery. So it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of great items, including a Green Bay Packer signed football this year. So that's pretty exciting. And so any Green Bay Packer fans out there, you don't have to be at the event to bid. So if anybody's interested and can't be there, don't let that deter you.
Okay. So your Share the Profit nights coming up, and of course the big fundraiser at the end of August. But in just a couple of weeks, it's the Family Day at the Belgum Grove property. I bet the weather's going to be perfect.
Of course.
A nice, cool fall day to get the kids out in the nature. And I guess the other message is, don't forget that these are, your properties don't have operating hours. There's no ticket taker. You can go anytime.
That's right. And our Belgum Grove property, it has the 5-acre pond. You can bring your kayak or canoe and fishing pole and come on out and enjoy anytime.
Tammy Wright from the Bur Oak Land Trust. Tammy, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
People want information on this or anything else, so they can visit your website, which is?
www.buroaklandtrust.org. And Bur is with one R.
All right. Thanks, Tammy.
Thank you.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most Thursdays and Fridays at 10:20, or download the podcast, listen on your own schedule using your favorite podcast app or at kcck.org/culture. I'm Dennis Green.